The Dallas Mavericks really finessed the league on draft night, and no, I'm not talking about Cooper Flagg. When you have the number one overall pick, you're expected to draft the best player available. No, I'm talking about Ryan Nembhard. Undrafted rookie Ryan Nembhard. Two-way contract for the Dallas Mavericks Ryan Nembhard. The same Ryan Nembhard who last night against the Denver Nuggets put on a masterclass performance. We all bore witness to history in the making as Ryan Nembhard was the first NBA player in history to put up that type of performance as a rookie, as a point guard in general. And the Dallas Mavericks, who have been dealing with several issues with the point guard position, knowing Kyrie Irving isn't going to be back anytime soon, knowing that Dante Exum is also out for the full season, D'Lo's having a little bit of a dry spell lately, the Dallas Mavericks are thankful, more than thankful, that we have a player like Ryan Nembhard. And with everything going on with the Dallas Mavericks, there is a little bit of news that should solidify Ryan Nembhard's spot on the Dallas Mavericks for the future. So in this video, we're going to take a look at Ryan Nembhard, see how well he's been playing lately, what does the team think about him, as well as the news about his future. But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavericks Digest, bringing your latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get started with today's video, we're currently sitting at 23,348 subscribers. You know we got a goal at 25K. So if you want to be up to date on everything Mavericks related, from our live streams, watch longs, news vids, injury updates, trade rumors, everything else that we do here, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on a single thing that we do. But the Dallas Mavericks, to start the season, had a very, very interesting situation with their point guards. We had a bunch, and nothing was working. I mean, we went into the season knowing that Kyrie Irving is injured, and we don't have a timetable to return. Some reports say that he's ready to come back soon. Some say it may be later. It's still up in the air on whether or not Kyrie Irving will be back before or after the trade deadline, or at least All-Star break. But on top of that, we also got the news that Dante Exum will miss the entirety of this season. He had a surgery on his foot over the summer. Something went wrong, and he had to get another procedure, and now he's out for the full season. And although we were down 2 point guards, no problem. We have Brandon Williams, but he had personal matters to start the season. But we have Ryan Nembhard, who is on a 2-way contract, which we need to be careful about how much we play because he's only limited a certain amount of games on a 2-way contract. We also have Jaden Hardy, who we don't want to play that much. But we have D'Angelo Russell, who started off great and kind of fizzled out a little bit. The Dallas Mavericks overall have had a very weird point guard situation all season long, to the point where to start the season, we were playing Cooper Flagg at the 1. We didn't even want to play any of our point guards, which, now looking back, was probably one of the dumbest mistakes Jason Kidd has made in recent memory, as we have one player who has been putting on an amazing performance night in and night out almost every single time he's played for us, and that is Ryan Nembhard. And for those that maybe weren't aware, he's been balling, breaking records, making history. And last night against the Denver Nuggets, we saw just that. As last night, Ryan Nembhard was the first point guard in NBA history to record 25-plus points, 10-plus assists, 0 turnovers, and 100% true shooting. Ryan Nembhard, where if you take a look at his averages this season, you really wouldn't think much of him. But as a 2-way player, where your minutes can sometimes be relegated just to garbage time or sporadically throughout a game, you don't really have the opportunity to put up good numbers, so your overall averages reflect that. But if we take a look at his averages for this season, in 13.3 minutes, Ryan Nembhard is averaging 5.4 points, 0.9 rebounds, 2.9 assists, 0 blocks, 0.1 steals, 1.3 turnovers, and 1.1 fouls per game, while shooting 43% from the floor and 31% from 3. And like I said, if I had just showed you this stat line without the name and said, hey, the dude putting up these numbers is going to make history and break records, you'd laugh at me, unsubscribe from my channel, and be like, yep, Marcel doesn't know ball, he's clickbaiting for likes. But no, when you sit and watch the game of basketball that Ryan Nembhard is playing, he is way better than what the numbers suggest. You see it on a nightly basis, and his team knows it too. In the last night's game over the Denver Nuggets, which we won against the Denver Nuggets, a lot of his team had a lot to say about him. We'll take a look right here. Jason Kidd on Ryan Nembhard, saying, I thought he was great the whole game. He's been great since we put him in the starting lineup. Being able to find guys. Also his shot, as we talked about. To have 28 and 10, he controlled the game. Big play down the stretch. The ball touches the paint and he finds Christie in the corner for a big 3. He took what the defense gave him. He was really good tonight. The one thing about Ryan Nembhard, after draft night, we talked about how great he is going to be for the Dallas Mavericks, as the Dallas Mavericks have a lot of good rookies. But one thing a lot of people pointed out about Ryan Nembhard, because he is short, is that he will be a defensive liability. And honestly, you watch him play, it's not even a problem. The fact that he put up 28 points and 10 assists last night, Ryan Nembhard's defense can be whatever the hell it is if he's putting up those kind of numbers. Ryan Nembhard is a facilitator, and he's a floor general for this Dallas Mavericks team. He just had a 28-10 game playing against Nikola Jokic, who is a 3-time MVP, a 1-time NBA champion, and finals MVP. Nikola Jokic also had a monster night too. You look at the stats, they're crazy. But for Ryan Nembhard to also have a good night against Jokic as a point guard and help us win that game is absolutely unheard of from an undrafted rookie. Ryan Nembhard is the real deal. I don't have to tell it to you. The coach, Jason Kidd, and other people can tell you. But when you watch Ryan Nembhard play, you are seeing a little bit of Kyrie Irving. Exactly what this team needs is a point guard of that caliber, a real floor general. Ryan Nembhard, the game has slowed down for him already. Maybe it's because he spent 3-4 years in college. That's why he's playing like this. But the game has completely slowed down for him. He controls the pace. He gets guys amazing looks. And he actually tries on defense. It's not like he's fouling out every game because he can't defend. But he's able to make up for it on the offensive end that you're not even worried about his defense. But not only did Jason Kidd have something to say about Ryan Nembhard, but his other teammate, I'm all over the place. Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis had this to say about Ryan Nembhard, saying, Ryan Nembhard, man, he carried us, making big shots, big plays, making the right reads to the right guys. Passing on the Hutton to our shooters, he definitely got the game ball tonight. And there was a video where after the game, Ryan Nembhard had a little interview courtside, and D'Angelo Russell, being a good teammate, waited till he was done to make sure that Ryan got the game ball. The teammates love him. The chemistry's there. They're all gelling. They know what they have in each other. They trust each other. And that's what we saw last night. And Ryan Nembhard being an undrafted player on a 2-way contract, a rookie, allowing other players that have been in the league way longer than him to trust him. Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell, Klay Thompson, they all trust this undrafted rookie on a nightly basis. You have to be a very, very, very talented player to command the respect of those caliber of players around you, including your Hall of Fame coach, who was also a champion point guard. It's absolutely amazing what we have. It's almost like we had 2 number 1 picks. We got Cooper Flagg. We also got Ryan Nembhard. It's absolutely amazing. And a few other things that we definitely got to take a look at right here. Mavs 2-way guard Ryan Nembhard is the first undrafted rookie in NBA history to record 25 points and 10 assists with 0 turnovers. Nembhard is also the first among all rookies to achieve this feat since Stephon Marbury in 1996. He is in amazing company. Ryan Nembhard's career has only begun, and I know for a fact that it will continue to blossom. But we do have somewhat of an update on his future with the Dallas Mavericks, and as we all know, he is on a 2-way contract. He's only eligible for 50-ish amount games, and if we know anything about 2-way players and their availability, last season we saw that at the second half of the season where guys were hurt, they were missing games. We had to literally find players for 10-day contracts and get 2-way guys to get out there so we didn't have to forfeit games. So knowing what we went through last year, obviously the Dallas Mavericks will play Ryan Nembhard probably the absolute most games that he possibly can. Knowing what he provides and brings to the Dallas Mavericks team, he deserves every game available. But he could be working toward a contract conversion, as this report kind of flew under the radar. Ari Report on Twitter, which is a page that does have accurate information, tweeted out saying many around the league have been talking about the ascendance of play from Dennis Jenkins, who's on a 2-way with Detroit, but there's another, Spencer Jones in Denver, who has been crucial, especially with several Denver players sidelined to injury in last night's game. If you watched, yeah, Spencer Jones, I had no idea who this kid was. I wasn't sure if he was a rookie or what. I've never heard of this guy. He played absolutely great. But he followed up this tweet with saying that Dallas's Ryan Nembhard, too, is headed toward a contract conversion with his outstanding play. As he's going against the Nuggets and Jones as we speak, all 3, Jenkins, Nembhard, and Jones, are on 2-way deals. These respective front offices have all landed gems. So if all the little rumors are true, then maybe, just maybe, we would hear sometime between now and I would assume the end of the season that Ryan Nembhard's contract is converted to an actual standard NBA contract. But if anything, that would happen after the trade deadline. At the moment of this recording, the Dallas Mavericks are a little bit tied up with their money and their roster spot. Dante Exum, who cannot be waived, and we can't get any kind of leeway to try to make room for Ryan Nembhard right now on a standard contract. So I can imagine at the trade deadline, there will be an effort made to make room for Ryan. If not, you definitely do that over the summer. That should be the first order of business. But let me know in the comment section down below. Do you like Ryan Nembhard? Do you think that he's great for the Dallas Mavericks and deserves a standard contract? Or do you think that was just one game? It wasn't that big of a deal. It's just luck. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. We can have a conversation about it. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. And as always, y'all take care. Drink water. Peace.